Before you burn out a motor, crash a drone, or launch your robot off a table, there's a better way to test your code: simulators. The problem? There are a lot of them. They all claim to do everything, and half the tutorials are 3 ROS versions out of date. So let's simplify it. Now, why simulate at all? Hardware is expensive, slow, fragile. Simulators let you test faster, break things safely, and iterate in minutes instead of hours. If you're working with ROS2, learning simulation first is just the smarter path. The simulator, everyone mentions first, for good reason. Gazebo is basically the default for ROS robotics. Physics simulation, sensor modeling, huge robot libraries, it does almost everything. The downside, setup can be rough, especially on Windows. But for mobile robots, manipulators, and most ROS workflows, Gazebo is still the baseline. Webots is what you use when Gazebo feels overwhelming. It's open source, cross-platform, and much easier to get running. No ROS required, though ROS2 support is there if you want it. Perfect for education, quick prototypes, and beginner projects. The physics aren't as advanced as Gazebo, but for most projects, that honestly won't matter. If Gazebo is the workhorse, ROS2 is the cinematic universe. Built on NVIDIA Omniverse, it's photorealistic, physically accurate, and deeply connected to AI workflows. Synthetic data, domain randomization, sim-to-real transfer. The catch? You'll need a strong NVIDIA GPU, and the learning curve is steeper. But for perception and AI-heavy robotics, visually, nothing else comes close. Previously called VREP, CoppeliaSim has been quietly reliable for years. It's especially strong for robotic arms and multi-robot simulations. It has built-in scripting, ROS support, and runs surprisingly well on modest hardware. Not flashy, just stable, flexible, and widely used in academia. PyBullet and MuJoCo. These two are especially popular in reinforcement learning and robotics research. PyBullet is lightweight, Python-friendly, and easy to set up. If you want to train RL agents without spending hours configuring a simulator, it's a great place to start. MuJoCo sits at the other end of the spectrum. It's the simulator behind a huge amount of modern robotics research, especially humanoids, robotic manipulation, and legged locomotion. If you've seen a robot hand solving a Rubik's Cube, a humanoid learning to walk, or training your robotic arm to follow your hand, there's a good chance MuJoCo was involved somewhere in the pipeline. It's fast, accurate, and trusted enough that it became the go-to simulator for many robotics and reinforcement learning researchers.